Whoo, boy, man. With the C virus going around, you would think controversy will take a back seat, but that's not the case here in this situation. Hey guys, Rockingtheblade here once again. What's up? What's up, everybody? So today we're here to talk about the whole Naughty Dog situation. Oh boy, I would have been on this sooner, but I'm glad I waited because as I waited, more and more information came out, and I feel, in my opinion, it's been enough time. It's been enough time. Enough time has passed for me to not to talk about it. So apparently, originally, someone thought that a Naughty Dog employee leaked the entire plot, and in the last 30 minutes or so, I could be wrong, but at least they released footage of like during like the final act of The Last of Us Part 2. And it's everywhere. It's just like, oh, I haven't seen it, thankfully. I've been spared. I mean, I know some things, but like not enough like to get context to know, oh, I know what's gonna end is gonna happen, or oh, I know what's gonna happen in terms of the ending. Like I see a meme going around of a big buff person, but I don't get what that is. Nor do I want to find out until June. What's that in reference to? So but but please guys, please, out of respect, before I go any further, in the comment section, don't put any spoilers, please, because I will delete them and ban you on my channel. I don't want to do that, so please be respectful. No, you know what I'm saying? If you want to see it or discuss it with people, Angry Joe, shout out to his channel. He talks about his YouTube channel. He does a spoiler discussion about it. So if you want to talk about it there with people on his channel, you're more than welcome to, because he's even done that. But the reason why I kind of hesitated to do this video at first, because I was hearing Naughty Dog was striking down channels that was even talking about the leaks. Even though I'm not, I'm talking about more like, the crunch and the situation and the crunch, about crunch and just how Naughty Dog treats employees in general. But and talk about leaks a little bit, but not about what's in it, but like why I felt it happened. So it's just crazy how this whole situation came to be. It's just like, wow, this Naughty Dog, man. Just, I'm almost at a loss for words because I used to really respect these guys. Like, they've done the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy, which I love. Of course, the Uncharted series, which I love as well. I love all their games. I think A Thief's End was my favorite one besides the second one. I love the other ones, still, don't get me wrong, but like, I think it's like 4, then 2, then 3, then 1, because I love them so much. But of course, Last of Us as well, a great apocalyptic game. Each game has become a household name, and now I'm hearing that they're just as bad as Rockstar and CD Projekt Red in terms of crunch periods, just overworking the workers to the point of them stressing out and freaking out. You know what I'm saying? They might lose their job. It's terrible. It's terrible. People shouldn't be living like on the edge and just worrying about their job security or worrying about being there so long so that another person do their job. It's just terrible. It's just a situation. It's just terrible. But before I go any further to that topic, Naughty Dog, if you are striking down these channels, which I'm hearing is true, shame on you. I could see if someone's leaking the footage. Like that's what for footage. Footage got leaked. That's unfortunate. And I feel bad, especially for the employees who busted their asses on this game only for the project to be let out. But if someone's talking about it like me, just talking about it, then you shouldn't strike it down. Just talk, especially if I warn people in advance. But I was talking about it, even though in this case I'm not. But if it was, they could strike down this channel. I mean, not strike it down, like give me a copyright strike. Or whatever strike. Point is, give me a strike on my channel to where my channel could be in trouble. Just by talking about it. Now, if it was footage, yeah, of course, that's work. That's like no different like releasing, like, showing the ending of, like, the Joker or Endgame on YouTube. the last 30 minutes or so. You know what I mean? Showing that's spoilers, and then that's stealing for someone's work to show online for free. That's stealing. So that I understand. But if someone's just talking about it and you still strike it down, that's, especially if it's on a negative standpoint. You know what I mean? That's not right. There's no footage. We're just talking about it. So we gave a warning in advance that we're talking about it. You still do that. That's disrespectful. It's already out. It's out to the public. Everyone knows. It's not like it's a big secret. Everyone knows at this point, unfortunately. And for you to do that, shame. Just shame. You're better than that, Naughty Dog. And now I'm seeing why the digital director Amy left, because this new guy is screwing crap up. Oh boy, oh boy. It's just crazy, man. Because originally, I think I mentioned this before. Originally, they thought an employee leaked it. Turns out it was somebody else. Of course, Sony's seeking legal action against that person. But if you want my personal opinion, this was an inside job. One of the employees gave it to someone else for them to leak it, so it won't link back to them. If you want my personal opinion. But even if that's not the case, I hate how people, just because it wasn't an employee that leaked it, they still think, oh, people being overworked and being, working the crunch and working 15, 20 hours a day, to the point that they can't be a husband or a mom or a proper dad or a wife or vice versa, or be there for their mom and dad or whatever, or their lover or whoever. Because there's so much time is being taken away at their job, they don't have time to spend with their family. You know what I mean? It's all about balance, and most of it's going towards the work and not enough to the family. You know what I'm saying? To the point of getting burned out and mentally stressed out. That shouldn't do that. No job should do that. It's the failure of the management. I agree with Jim Sterling. Shout out to his channel. A failure of the management for not properly. You know what I mean? Why can't they hire? Because apparently certain people need to be there to do their job. Why can't they hire, I don't know, 5 or 6 people that can do those same jobs, so that way they can rotate out every 8 hours or so. Rotate out. Okay, now it's your turn. Give them the gist. This is what you have to do. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. Now properly rotate out so no one feels burned out. You know what I mean? They're expecting like the same 1 or 2 people to do everything. And of course, when you put so much especially when you guilt trip them and put so much responsibility on that person, they're gonna burn out, man. I mean, and I hear how people are defending that, like, oh well, it's no big deal as long as my game comes out. It's also like I get that attitude, like, as long as my game comes out, I don't care at what expense it comes out, how it's done, as long as it gets done. And that's just horrible. Have empathy, guys. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like it. Let's say you work at, a Walmart or a Best Buy, and all of a sudden you're working like 10, 20 hours, and what I'm saying, of course, doing, and non-stop doing, stocking and cleaning, and making sure, people, counting how many people go inside the store and how many people leave, and making sure you get back all the carts, just non-stop, with no break, just non-stop. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a tiring job. Being there for like 20 hours, or, that's with anything. Being there for a long, especially if you're guilt into staying there longer, or you had to stay there so someone else could do their job, and then if you didn't show up, someone else had to do their job and slow everything down, and they have to guilt trip you. It's like crunch. I've talked about this before. Crunch period is not healthy. This needs to stop. Because I'm telling you, that kind of shit is not only going to destroy the gaming industry, it's just going to turn off people from not being game developers, period. And the crazy thing was, besides, growing up as a kid, I wanted to be a wrestler, of course. Believe it or not, the wrestling part and the training part wasn't what not scare me, was that I have to be away from my family for like maybe for months on end and not see them. That's the kind of like what turned me off. You know what I mean? 'Cause I did like, cause I do like to exercise. I need to be in better shape, obviously, but I don't mind exercise. I don't mind doing the hard work, but just the months I'm being away from my family is what turned me off. But besides want to be a wrestler, I want to be a game developer too. make video games and work with Nintendo or Naughty Dog and or Rockstar and make incredible games. But now I'm hearing all these horror stories from not only not only Naughty Dog, unfortunately, but from Rockstar themselves and Call of Duty and EA. The crunch periods to the point of people are getting mental breakdowns. I mean, I thank God I didn't pursue that, because more than likely, especially if I was working those long hours, I probably would have been another statistic, honestly, because no one should be working that long. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy, guys. That's abuse. They should probably hire enough people and properly rotate it. The fact that having again a few people to do it is a failure. Is a failure on the management front. Should properly manage the schedule so no one feels the burnout. And what makes it more sucky that the head people that work on these games get to go home around dinner time. Well, meanwhile, the lackeys are still there busting their ass to make sure this game is fantastic. And sometimes, if a game doesn't get a certain Metacritic score, their bonuses that were promised are held back from them. Which I don't care I don't care what score it is. As long as that fucker gets done, they should get their money regardless. Especially if they put 20-hour weeks, like 20-hour a day or weeks, or you know what I'm saying, into their project. They deserve every fucking penny. The fact that you hold any type of money should be illegal. Seriously. And seriously, another thing, I mentioned this before when I talk about crunch period. You guys, developers at if you're talking about watching this, Naughty Dog and Rockstar and Respawn Entertainment, any developers who are watching this, you guys, like now, need to start a union to cut this shit out. Because if you had a union, this shit would not happen. That's why unions are needed to prevent this kind of shit from happening. You guys need to band together, go on a boycott, start a union. Otherwise, you're not going to work for them anymore unless there's a proper union in place for every company, because this is getting ridiculous. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just one place, it's several places that this is happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping Respawn's being treated with respect, but I wouldn't doubt if they experienced the awfulness that is crunch. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible. I mean, and granted, there are people who are sympathetic, thank God, but there are those people that don't fucking care, and you should care. But it's funny because no one seems to care about it until it happens to you. Until it happens to you, then you give a shit. It's like certain politicians, when it comes to certain topics, they don't care about it until it personally affects them. They're like, oh, so that's what people are going through? Yeah, let's change that crap. But it shouldn't be like that. Have empathy, man. Be empathetic. Sympathize. No one should go through that. You know what I'm saying? No one should be treated like a machine or you know what I'm saying, like a machine or just a number. They're human fucking beings, man. And what I'm hearing in Naughty Dog, they encourage that crap. In fact, they want to make people that like to work those long hours and like being abused to be leaders, to lead that crap. And no. That's not normal. That is not healthy. And that crap needs to stop. This needs to stop. So, to the developers that got this stuff leaked, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but the head people that encourage the crunch, you have no one to blame but yourselves. I bet you, in my opinion, one of the developers was promised pay, and it was the rumored one, but I bet you that's still what happened. It's like, okay, you know what? And then they said no, so all right. But I bet you he gave it to a leaker. Here, you leak it. He probably paid him some money. Here, you leak it, so it has no connection. Don't mention me. Here's some information. Here, leak it. So that way, he has no connection to him, and that's how they probably did it. Probably a developer inside probably didn't get his money like usual because it he wasn't there long enough, or wasn't there, didn't accumulate enough hours, or whatever the excuse they give to pay them their money that they're owed. He probably give it to someone he can trust to leak it, so that way he has no connection to it, and that's probably got out there. And I bet you, and it could be, and I could be wrong. But how did that? I mean, but the fact that they got the entire, not only the entire plot of the game, key moments too, but the lasting like 10, 30 minutes or so, I could be wrong with the numbers, but a good amount of footage to back up the plot that was said. That no, this plot's not a BS. That this, to back up that no, what's the written plot is legit. And here's an example of it with the footage. It had to have been from inside. It had to have been. They probably just paid someone like, just don't connect me to it, just leak it to get back at them. I mean, granted, it still sucks. I don't encourage it because especially for people that busted their asses on this game only for it not only get delayed, but for it to get leaked like this. Oof, I feel sorry for you guys. But to the head people that are encouraging the crunch crap, all I can say is karma's a bitch, isn't it? Karma truly is a bitch, huh? Guys, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this matter. In my opinion, again, there needs to be a union. This crap needs to stop. This is something that should not be normalized. Not now, not ever. As of today, all you developers need to stand up, rise up, and start a union. Start a union. You're a human being that should be treated with love and respect. Should not be treated like a robot or some tool that is to be thrown away once you're done. You are a human being. Fight for your right for respect, buddy. Do it. Rise up. Don't let these assholes at Naughty Dog and Rockstar and Activision, EA ruin your lives, man. Don't do it. Show them you have the power, and without them, they're nothing. Rise up. Stand up, man. Fight for your right, man. And trust me, I will spread the news as much as I can to make sure you guys get the press that you need. Alright, guys. Again, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Try to respond as fast as humanly possible. Not the usual spiel. Subscribe, like, do what you want. I'm signing out. Have a good one, guys. And always, please be safe.